yeah, I'm hooked up to one of my dry van trailers. It is definitely more relaxing going back to the dry van trailers, especially now that I'm not oversized. I'm not constantly checking my mirrors. Dude, I freaking love Wisconsin. I've never been here, but I've now been offered a beer 3 times, and every time I have to tell them I don't drink alcohol. That's like the real reason why I love truck driving, is because you meet so many new like-minded people. Like, where in the world would I meet a random family from Wisconsin who I've never talked to before, 2,000 miles away from home? Okay? They talk like Canadians and they smell like beer. You would think I have nothing in common with them, but I sat and talked with them for like almost 2 hours, dude. What is up, guys? It is currently 1 a.m. but I wanted to show you this. I don't know what that was when we were driving through Boise. Well, I know what it was. It was a fire. The fields south of Boise were all on fire, and I got to go home. I took a shower, got a good like 8 hours of sleep, and I'm actually headed to Wisconsin now. But I want to show you this. So I just washed Ruby 3 days ago. This is not just dust, this is like ash. Yeah, we literally drove through a raining, I don't know, freaking ash storm. It was only 4 o'clock by the time we got to South Boise, and it was raining, slightly raining, and it looked like it was midnight. It was so dark outside. So anyways, I'm gonna just give Ruby a little bit of a wash off. Not a super makeover bath, but just a wash off. We're gonna get some of this ash off, and then we're gonna start heading to Wisconsin.
Infinito tren nos acaba, los paisajes cambian sin cesar, el silencio de las ventanas acarician mi hondo pesar. No puedo pensar en pararme. Este movimiento me acuna. Dicen por ahí que el tiempo cura. Yo solo me fío de mi andar.
What is up, YouTube? Let me hide my big forehead. We are here in Paducah, South Dakota. Something like that. I don't know where I am. Just off of I-90, like the middle of South Dakota somewhere. We are on our way to Wisconsin. Typically, I don't go for this far east, but one of my broker buddies kind of hit me up, and at first I was like, dude, I really don't want to do this load, and I kind of threw him kind of a ridiculous offer that was way higher than their current posted rate, and I should have asked for more, honestly, but I was just hoping that, you know, the posted rate was so much lower. I didn't think they were going to take my offer, so I was like, I was trying to be nice and be like, you know, here's a number, and he unfortunately took it. So, fun fact, I've never actually been to Wisconsin, so this will be a first for me. But yeah, The problem was when I sent him that offer, I was literally just finishing up my oversized load, so I was already tired. I didn't want to do it. I was really hoping it wasn't, even when he came back, and you know, because they always play their games, and not games, this is one of my buddy brokers, so he doesn't really play the games, but he's like, well, it's not really my load, so I have to see if they're okay with that rate. And he came back and said they accepted the rate. And at that point, I was like, come on, man, you got to find someone else. I'm sure if you just posted it, the rate I offered you is like $1,000 over the lane average. I'm sure you can get someone. And he said they couldn't find anyone, so I'm doing it now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I'm still tired from doing that oversized load, but I was able to go home and shave a little bit, get rid of my disgusting beard that was getting too long, and shower, get cleaned up, pack the bag, and here we are on our way to Wisconsin. So we're gonna unload. I already booked a load from a partial load coming home, part of the way home, going from Illinois to Colorado. I'm hoping I can get a load from Wisconsin to Illinois, just a short load that, you know, whatever pays $800. I think that's the lane average. So get a load from Wisconsin to Illinois to Colorado, and then from Colorado I can get a cheap load that'll pay for my fuel to get home. So yeah, I'm hooked up to one of my dry van trailers. It is definitely more relaxing going back to the dry van trailers, especially now that I'm not oversized. I'm not constantly checking my mirror, seeing if someone's running up on me. But I will say, I drove through freaking Rapid City, South Dakota, which is close to Mount Rushmore. Somebody's trying to talk on the CB. And there was a lot of freaking motorcycles on the road. It was kind of crazy, actually, honestly. Now, I'm not against motorcyclists. I think that's totally cool if that's your hobby. Just make sure you're safe. But there's a lot of motorcyclists that act like they're bigger than they are, and they think that you can see them no matter where they are. And there was this one guy, his motorcycle looked like it was about to fall apart. I mean, it basically looked like a dirt bike. And he drove around in front of me. He quickly sped up and then pulled in front of me. And it wasn't even like I was climbing a hill. I had my cruise control at 65 because that's the speed limit going through Rapid City. He sped up and pulled in front of me and slowed down, so I had to slow down. And then he had like a backpack that was, I'm not kidding, it was bungee corded to the back of his dirt bike. And it was bouncing around, so I got in the left lane because I'm like, this doesn't look good. And his backpack broke, and he had like 2 boxes in a backpack held on by a bungee cord, and it fell off on the road. And I was like, wow, that was really good timing. It didn't hit me. It almost hit me. I think it hit somebody behind. So I went back behind him. I was flashing my lights at him and honking at him for like 2 miles, and he didn't even notice me. And he just kept speeding on. So I hope nobody got injured by his whatever came out of his backpack. But yeah, that was pretty. I mean, I don't pat myself on the back very often, but I got pretty good intuition there, because I saw that and I was like, yeah, it like literally as I was moving into the left lane, his bungee cord ripped and all of his shit flew all over the road. So not a care in the world. He just kept driving. at? Oh, it's behind me. There it is. You Midwest guys and Texas guys, if you live where there's an Aldi's, you should count your blessings. Hearing some noise coming from my trailer. I might have a trailer leak. If I was a smart man, I would figure out how to franchise and bring Aldi's to Utah, because we desperately need it, because everything is so freaking expensive in Utah for no reason. Well, there is a reason. It's because nothing grows in Utah. It's a desert. But anyway, so we're here. I don't know where the frick I am. I don't remember what the name of this town is. We're just over the border. I just made it into Wisconsin, and from I-90, and stopped here. I was just gonna go to the Walmart, but then I saw there was an Aldi's, so I think I'm gonna go to the Aldi's instead. Maybe I'll still go to the Walmart. I'm using the Walmart parking lot. I'll only be like 5 minutes, and there's like 5 other trucks here, so yeah, I'll beat all these other guys out. So the shocks we probably need to do. I noticed there's a little bit of vibration on this trailer. I think we're gonna need to replace those shocks. I mean, this is a 7-year-old trailer. Was it 2019? So that tire back there kind of looks a little funny. I guess it's okay. But yeah, these shocks are looking pretty bad, and I noticed I've got a mild vibration that I didn't have before, so we're gonna investigate it, and we might have to do some work on this trailer. But anyways, or should I go to Buffalo Wild Wings? I don't know. Ruby, you got a bunch of freaking bugs on you. What are you doing, killing butterflies? Ew. Ew. It's kind of gross. Somebody want to loan me a quarter? I don't have a quarter to get a freaking shopping cart. All right. So I just got out of Aldi's and I spent about $45 on food. Bought some things I probably didn't need to, but I was kind of hungry. I haven't really eaten anything today. I don't have any food in the truck, so probably smart to get something. Another reason that I was going to get food is because my delivery is about 100 miles away. Now, I don't know why. I'm trying to get a hold of my broker buddy, but it's the weekend, so he's not responding, so I'm emailing the after hours guys. My delivery is going to like some park somewhere, and I looked in the back of the trailer because there's no seal, and I've got like a bunch of barrels of stuff. I don't know what it is. The rate confirmation said it was non-hazmat. There is a couple pallet jacks in the back of the trailer, so if there's a dock somewhere, I'll just unload it myself. I'll get me out the door. This is a long frickin' train. Jeez Louise. I'm out in the middle of frickin' nowhere. Where'd this train come from, dude? Holy cow, this train is frickin' long. Might be here for a minute. Okay, where are we at? We got unloaded. Oh no, is the train stopping? I still can't see the end. Dude, I freaking love Wisconsin. I've never been here, but I've now been offered a beer 3 times, and every time so we got unloaded, I did video it, but I don't feel comfortable showing that because it ended up being someone's personal house and like barnyard that I was delivering to, like a small family. I always loved like delivering to like farmers and small, like local people, and more than businesses, because they get on that. It's funny how like you deliver to a business and they don't understand that your time is worth something, and then you go deliver to someone personally and they're like, oh, I'll get you, no, don't worry, we'll get you right out of here, get you in and out. Anyways, it was fun. But yeah, funniest people at first. I'm assuming the daughter, I mean, she's older than me, but it was a family. And so I pulled up to their barnyard, and I guess they live separate from there. So I tried to go and like knock on the door and see if anyone was there. And at first I was getting really worried. So I was like, okay, I'll just go find somewhere to park. She showed up, they called the whole family. The whole family came down, and it was like, I'm assuming it was her uncles and her dad. But some of them used to be truck drivers, and funniest people, dude. That's like the real reason why I love truck driving, is because you meet so many new like-minded people. Like, where in the world would I meet a random family from Wisconsin who I've never talked to before, 2,000 miles away from home? Okay? They talk like Canadians and they smell like beer. You would think I have nothing in common with them, but I sat and talked with them for like almost 2 hours, dude. Funniest people, dude. I was like, look, I'm sorry. I know I told you guys I'd be here Monday. But I made a really good time. I didn't hit any traffic. I can come back if you need me to. And they're like, nah, dude, we're just drinking beer. We went to church this morning. We're just drinking beer. We're not doing anything right now. We'll just unload you. There's nothing better to do. I was like, you guys are so awesome, dude. And so we got unloaded. They brought their skid steer down, and there was a pallet jack in the truck. So they just unload. I thought I was going to be the one unloading them, but they jumped right in there. Bunch of old, fat Wisconsin dudes. Not fat. They were a little overweight, but they were pretty, farmers are pretty athletic. Even though they look like they got a beer gut, farmers don't beat the shit out of you. So they got in there. They unloaded me real quick. And like the uncle and the dad, I guess, they were both truck drivers. So they were looking at Ruby. And they're like, man, that's a nice looking truck. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on paper logs. And they're like, man, I'm retired now, but if I ever got back in the truck, I would not want to do e-logs. And I was like, me too, dude. And and the one, they were like bullshitting with each other. They're like, oh man, you like his truck so much, why don't you ride with him back to Utah? And he's like, no, I retired. I'm never driving a truck again. And dude, that's what I like about truck driving. I can just meet, I don't even remember their names. I don't even remember the dudes' names. But I sat and talked with them for like 2 hours, What other industry can you do that? Where you meet someone so randomly that you can just talk to and meet the coolest people, Bunch of drunk Wisconsin farmers that unload your truck in like no time at all, So anyways, that was awesome. So I was able to look on the load board, and I was able to book myself a short load from Wisconsin Rapids. Is that the city I'm going to? I'm picking up a short load from Wisconsin Rapids, I think, going down to Chicago. Pays pretty good. It's like $5 a mile, but it's a short run. So, when you're doing short runs, rate per mile doesn't really factor in. I'm trying to comb my hair. I need to take a shower. My hair's a little bit sweaty. Oh man, yeah, as I was saying, that was really awesome that they unloaded me quick, because I got this short load to Chicago, and then from Manuka to Denver. So that actually worked out really, really good for me. But dude, I'm starting to like Wisconsin. The people. I do have some, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. I was looking at the trailer again. I'm pretty sure it's the shocks on the trailers. My rear passenger inside tire is cupping horribly. I don't even think that tire's savable at this point. So I think I found my source of my vibration. It is the trailer. So the good news is it's not Ruby. At least I don't think it's Ruby, because Ruby was driving really smooth when we were pulling that oversized load. So I'm thinking it's just the trailer. I mean, it is a 2019 trailer, so honestly, those shocks are probably original because I doubt the previous owner would have swapped out those shocks. So probably just needs shocks. And you know, trailer tires are cheap. We have so many trailer tires that we just save our drive tires. When I swap out our drive tires, we save them. I just use them for trailer tires. So yeah, and there's only one that's really cupping. All the other 7 tires look fine to me. So I don't know if I just chance it, but yeah, there's a pretty good flat spot on that tire, and I can feel the vibration, especially now that I'm empty. It's even worse. So I don't know. We'll get it home. We'll get it replaced. But yeah, that's it did not look like that when I left the yard. So it's definitely been since I've been driving. And I'm probably gonna wrap the video up here. So yeah, that was our trip to Wisconsin. Stay tuned. We'll get our load home. My load going from Manuka to Colorado is actually from another YouTuber, so that's kind of cool. And they're also from Wisconsin, so that's also kind of cool. So anyway, stick around. We'll see you in the next video.